Good evening, YouTube. Now, the lovely people at Cameron Balloons have allowed me and Gary to try out their new Superlight Sport 60. Believe me when I say this is super light, she is super light. I believe she weighs 54 kilograms, and against my balloon Shad, who weighs 119 kilograms, is quite impressive. The fabric itself is, well, it's interesting to say the least. It's almost like paper, but it's extremely strong. So Gary's just getting ready to hot inflate, and I better get on the mouth and we'll see how we get on. Thank you to everyone at Cameron's for putting her together and allowing me and Gary once again to test her out. So let's see how we get on.
Be good, Trevor.
Right, so we're in the air. Oh. Inflates in absolutely no time.
It does, it really inflates very quickly, a little bit, you know, very light, very responsive.
Right, so we're flying with 160, 40 and another 60 here. So we'll see how we get on. We took off less than 2 minutes ago.
I'm just going to come down and do a touchdown.
Yep, we're just
to see what she's like.
We've taken off from Thorny, by the way, if anyone wants to know.
We've got 7 knots. But that is actually going to reduce. It's after 6.
Yeah, I saw the forecast. Yeah.
It's going to go down to 3 between 6 and 7. At 7 o'clock, it's at 10 past 7, it's sunset.
It's amazing how many shroud lines are on the parachute, and I forgot to mention that this actually has a revolutionary parachute called a Para Plus. And we'll demonstrate that to you later on.
Yep.
So yeah, just doing a little approach. And that didn't take very much at all.
No, it took nothing really.
Yeah.
Fine level now. I'm going up on a fine level.
Yeah. So yeah, once again, thank you Camerons for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you Camerons. It's a beautiful balloon, and I would recommend anybody to get one. They are brilliant. They're so light, they're so strong.
Yeah, if you have back problems, definitely recommend lightweights. Yeah, super lights as they're called. Ultra lights are the ultra magic. So yeah, catch you on the next one. We're just gonna bob along and see what we get. Okay, so we've just done a slight approach into this field. Just gonna do a low swoop, and we're gonna climb again. And we're gonna let the balloon come down again, and we're gonna demonstrate how little you have to burn to arrest the descent. So that's 20 seconds into the video.
Beautiful evening.
It is a beautiful evening.
Now. Beautiful. Textbook evening, in fact.
So keep it level, yeah.
Yep.
Lovely. How long have we been flying, Gary?
So, good at inflation. We've been flying for just over 15 minutes. I'm not even registering my first 40. I've still got a full 60 and another 60, and that included the inflation.
Cameron Demonstrator, Cameron Demonstrator.
Do you want-
Receive, over.
This is Cameron Demonstrator to ground crew. Pass your message over.
Any direction you've got so far? Are we going to Whittlesea?
Yes.
Whittlesea, yeah, straight to Whittlesea, please. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Still climbing after that little burn.
Yeah, and that was cruise burn.
Mm.
You probably did.
Nice bit of wind in our face. We'll slow down.
Bit of a inversion going on there.
Yeah. Which will slow us down nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Power Plus actually has that white line that resits it. It comes with a traditional candy line, which obviously activates the original parachute, but as I say, this has a white line that activates the Power Plus, and we'll get a demonstration of that later on. Yep. So how much you got, Gary?
I've got 10% left in this bottle, and it was in fact, and we've been at 40 minutes.
Yep. And I believe the temperature on the ground was around 22 degrees this evening. And we still got 2 full 60s. We've still got 2 full 60s as well. So we can happily fly for another at least 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you could, yeah.
Because she's so lightweight, it must improve the fuel consumption, because obviously you're not having to burn as often.
Correct.
To keep the balloon in the air. So yeah, it's an interesting one for me, personally. And plus I've never been in a Cameron Demonstrator.
No, neither of it's my first time as well.
Yes, so...
We're very privileged.
Yes.
What's the speed? This is 6 knots, and I think that's perfect.
Yep.
Because it just, if it's too, you know, you're trying to get over crop fields.
Yes.
It takes ages. It's...
So we're just looking to land near Farset in the next 10 minutes or so. We'll get over the top of this field, and I think there's another one coming up. Shame about that one, but
yeah,
we're over the crop, so. One really good thing that I'd like to interject about the Superlight is it doesn't take much to arrest a descent if you're coming down fairly quick. You can literally just put a 5-second burn in and it slows the descent to almost a stop. I'm very impressed with that because, as people have seen on my videos before, I fly normal fabric balloons and they take a lot longer to arrest the descent.
Yeah.
But this one is just, it doesn't take much to Doesn't take long. Slow her down.
Oh, muntjac. Is that muntjac or is it a fox?
I think it's a hare, isn't it?
It could be a hare.
Or it could be a fox, actually.
I think it's a muntjac. I think that's a little bit muntjac. I don't know why it's coming up.
But yeah, we've just, we literally turned on the second 60, or rather the first 60, sorry. This one's untouched.
I've only just started.
And we've only just started this one in the last 5 minutes. Very, very economical and very impressive. Especially for a balloon that feels like paper in your hand. Okay, so we're just going to cross the top of this crop.
I'll go right to the end, so we're not...
Our retrieve is waiting for us just over there. And here we go. Nice little landing. Going to get right on the edge, right towards the edge of this field, so that we don't cause any disturbances with the farmers. But yeah, we're doing about 6 knots, I'd say.
5.4.
5.4. Should be a lovely stand-up landing.
I'm just going to get right to the end.
Yeah.
I have to carry it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not understandable.
Well, that's going to be interesting in itself, isn't it? Because a carry out with one of these will be extremely easy.
Absolutely.
I struggle with my 90, and but this one I can almost pick her up myself. So yeah, just coming up towards the edge of this field now. And will you do the Paraplus, Gary, or?
Yes, I'm going to do that, yeah, and then... So, if ready for landing position?
Yeah,
so
I am ready.
Yeah, okay, good. Right, so let's there we go. So you can see the Paraplus, look, there we go. But I'm going to let it go, and then I'm going to just reseat it with this one. There we go. I've just reseated it. Now she should stand up. There we go.
Perfect. So there we go. Stand up landing.
Yeah, Paraplus is fantastic.
So what would happen if you held the Paraplus open, Gary?
It acts like an RDS, which we'll demonstrate in a minute when we land it, you know. So we did, 55 minutes.
55 minutes,
yeah.
And...
Well, not even, I mean, that's near enough full.
Yeah.
You're right, Trevor. I'm alright. That was a lovely flight.
Just disconnect that from me.
Yeah. It was, Yvonne's come to help as well.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she rang us up. She said, I'll come out. I said, oh, brilliant. I said, because...
That her now, is it?
Yeah. The yellow car. Does it look nice? Dave, we rang Dave. Dave got some lovely pictures. So come over and see.
Oh, did it?
If I wanted to reseat it, all I do is this, like that.
So you pull the rip line, and that reseals it.
But I'm now going to take it right out. Sorry, Trevor, we're just demonstrating. So there you go. It comes out like a mushroom, upside down, and away you go. Beautiful balloon.
And that prevents any of the air being trapped inside, and the balloon just comes straight down. How lovely. Okay. One very interesting thing about the Superlight is that when you deflate, you can literally go along the edge like this and deflate the balloon really quickly. I would not be able to do this with a normal balloon.
Well done, Rob.
Amazing. Right, so another thing I'm going to try is sometimes when I fly alone, my retrieve can't find me and I've got to get off the field really quickly. I can just literally scoot the balloon up myself, put it in the bag.
Okay.
See, once again, if this was a normal balloon, I'd be struggling to do this by myself. So yeah, I used to down the Superlights. I didn't think they were good, but they're brilliant if you're on your own.
Or just two of you. So, do you want to tell them what size this is? A Superlight 70. Sport
Yes,
70.
I said that it was I said that she was a 60 earlier. That's my mistake. She was actually a 70. So that's 7,000. That's 7,000 cubic foot less than a standard 77.
It's the same thing.
And a standard 77 is usually around 85 to 95 kilograms. And this one, I believe, is 54 kilograms. So yeah, whilst your co-pilot dismantles the basket, someone can put the balloon away themselves, which I didn't think was ever possible, but with a Superlight it is. Okay, I think that just about wraps it up. Catch you on the next one, guys. Thank you for recording.